A junior baseball team consists of 6 boys and 3 girls. The team members are to be placed in a line to have their photograph taken. In how many ways can the team members be placed if there are no restrictions and if the girls must be placed next to each other? Okay, so let's start with if there's no restrictions. Well, the 6 boys plus the 3 girls is 9 people in total. So essentially, what the first part of the question is asking is how many ways can we line up 9 people in a line? And that would just be 9 factorial. And here's why 9 factorial is equal to 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And the thing is, the first person who's going to be placed, there's 9 possible options. It could be any of the 3 boys, or sorry, any of the 3 girls, or any of the 6 boys. So there's 9 options. Once someone's already stood in that first position, though, now how many people could be standing in the second position? Well, any of the remaining 8 people, anyone except for the person who stood in the first position. So there's 8 possibilities. And then how many for the third position in this line? Well, 7 people, because it can't be the first person or the second person. So there's 7 people left, and so on until at the very end it just gets to, times 6, times 5, times 4, times 3, times 2, times 1, until eventually, right, there's just only one spot left, and that last person just stands there. So that's why the answer is 9 factorial. Now we can leave it as 9 factorial, or we could type that in our calculator and get that is equal to 362,880 different ways for the team members to be lined up in this line. Okay, now how would we do it differently if the girls must be placed next to each other? Well, if the girls must be placed next to each other, we're going to first treat them as though they're all one person because they move together as a group. So the 6 boys can be placed anywhere, plus there's a seventh person. Well, a seventh, really the seventh person is 3 people, it's the 3 girls, but they must stand next to each other, so they must be treated as one person. So that's going to be just 7 factorial. However, these 3 girls still can move around amongst each other, and that would still technically be a unique lineup. The 3 of them can move amongst each other in 3 factorial ways. So we would have to multiply this by 3 factorial. If we multiply that out, that's going to be only 30,240 ways if the girls must be placed next to each other and the boys can be anywhere they'd like to be. All right, well, there's that one.